Hi, Andy Nelson. So, have you ever pulled up to a stoplight and there may be a median or some sign next to the corner, and someone stapled up on the back of it just a very simple sign that says, oh, we buy houses or we invest in houses, and just has a phone number. That's it. I'm sure everyone's seen those because I think they're all over the country at times. Well, we buy houses. So somebody tried to apply for a trademark registration for that exact phrase for real estate services. Now, that kind of describes what they do, right? I mean, in terms of real estate services, real estate services are vast and sundry, or various and sundry, varied and sundry. But buying houses, that could be one of those. So it seems very descriptive of what they do, which could be a barrier to obtaining trademark rights in and of itself. But even if it's descriptive, in a case like this, actually the trademark office said you can't do it at all. It is invalid. And why? It's not because it's merely descriptive, because there are ways around that, or ways to advance your application if it's merely descriptive. But in this case, the trademark office said, look, this is such a super widely used phrase that nobody can really fairly claim it as exclusively pointing to them as a single source of, in this case, services. And how do we know this? Because we looked at, in this case, gosh, they looked at three different things. Extensive use of that phrase on the web by other people doing the same kind of service. Third-party treatment, like media treatment, referring to the same way. And then use by competitors, just use by competitors of that same exact phrase. So they said, like, it's so widely used, it just can't be, it can't function as a trademark to point to a single source of services. So the lesson here is we all encounter phrases every day, terms, some from yesteryear in the past, but think about how widely used they are before you decide to adopt it for a trademark. Now, if these guys took We Buy Houses, which it was everywhere, and decided to use it in connection with their apple growing orchard or something like that, there's certain apples. Well, that's an arbitrary use of that phrase, which has nothing to do with the product. So in that case, it would not be a widely used phrase in connection with that sort of product. So it probably would function. It'd be a weird trademark, to be sure. It certainly you'd remember it a lot because it's so bizarre. But if it's in the industry, if it's closely tied to the products or services that you look to offer, check and see how widely used it is, because it just may, you may have extra hurdles to actually adopt it and put a fence around it as your own. It's probably going to be pretty challenging. It may not be good anyway. Even if you thought it was a good idea, it may not be great for you if it doesn't function as a trademark. Remember, you want to have a trademark or trademarks that help you, that sell for you, that point to you as a single source of goods or services. That's what you want consumers and would-be new customers to see. You want them to recognize it when they hear it, when they see it, and go, that's that source I've heard about, or they have some association with your brand and your quality, and they buy. But if it's blurry, if they don't, We Buy Houses, which company is it? I don't know. It's not going to help you. So you don't really want to look at those sorts of things anyway. Anyhow, the lesson here, widely used terms, widely used phrases, trying to fence them in as trademarks is going to be exceedingly challenging, and even if you could, it may not be a wise choice anyway. Anyhow, that's it for today. If you have any questions about this video, drop me a comment below, shoot me a note, and if somebody else would benefit from the contents of this video, please feel free to share it. So until the next one, have a good one. Bye-bye.